Hi everyone and welcome back. Not really an official video today, it's actually Boxing Day. It's been a couple of weird days for myself with some lovely times in between, and I thought I need a couple of hours on my own at the garage. I haven't invited Rabjab, no one knows I'm here, this is for me. So I'm just de-stressing a bit, which is what this channel, not the channel actually, it's what I was always about. I've been here at this garage in this spot for 20 years, and it was always about me de-stressing on the weekend, building bikes, and it wasn't about filming or inviting people down. That was never part of it. That part came a few years back when a young man came and joined me and pushed a moped a mile down the road and said, "Will you help me?" I looked at him and I thought, shit, you've pushed that bike all the way, knowing I'll probably say no. And from there, the whole filming stuff popped up a year or two after that. And now at times I regret doing the filming side of the channel because it's a lot of work. But sometimes I also really enjoy it. I got a lovely message the other day from a new watcher who said something like, I'm so glad to have found a less bullshitty channel where someone's just doing the work and talking about it, and they're not pretending that everything's amazing. And that is what I think all of our channels, me, Nat, Ryan, Carl, this is Ryan's garage, Bodgy, oh god, it's not Bodgy anymore. God, is he motorcycle junkie? I need to work. It is junkie. Or Bertie Bodgett, it used to be. That's Carl. And Nat, of course, Nat's Knacker's Yard. And actually, George, there's a young man who pops up and down quite a lot. I see him everywhere on YouTube, called Georgie. We're all running channels, and it is kind of no bullshit. It's I've just messed up, and I'm going to film it, and it's okay. And you're not going to pretend to be the best. I'm not going to, do this and do that. I think that's such an important part of these channels. But anyway, my simple task for myself today is I need to get this car jacked up. I need to get the wheel off. I need to get the wheel arch out and see if I can see the water pump. Currently, the water pump has failed on this car. That's all it is, the water pump. Now, there is no information about this car online because there's not many of them out there. But the little bits you get, some say don't even try, it's too difficult. And others say it's okay, it's accessible, get in there. So I don't know what I'm going to see under there. At first I thought it was up here and tucked away. One of the things I read said you had to jack the engine to get the pump out. I have no idea. So I'm only going to have an idea when I take the wheel and the wheel arch off. That's the kind of simple truth to it. I have got a quote from a company not too far away from me. For about $550, they will collect the car, do the water pump, do the cam belt, the water pump belt, and I would then go and collect the car, about $550. Now, my guess is for about $750, it would be MOT'd and I could literally drive it back. Now, for $750, this car's worth anything between $3,000 and $7,000. Although the ones out there for $5,000, $6,000 and $7,000, they're out there advertised. They don't move. They're just there advertised, and they don't kind of sell really. I think their issue is that they're not on the road. When you do a road check on these vehicles at the moment, there are 0 on the road. 0. No, there's none on the road. This one was on the road up until March last year. It was on the road for 30 years. So there was one on the road for 30 years. This one. It's only been off the road for 6 months because the ULEZ came in and the water pump went, and that caused all of its issues. So, wheel off, jack it up underneath, wheel arch out. I think there's a viewing panel actually. Let's see what we're looking at. I don't think I'm going to solve all the issues today, but I just want to see what's going on. If I could get that pump off and out today and measure it up to 1, that would be amazing because I could possibly do it myself. So there isn't much access under here. I don't know. My guess is that's the water pump. It could be that over there. It could be that one. Tensioner is here, and there's a bolt under there to take the tension off. That takes the tension off for just this belt. For that, actually. Actually, does that also go? Then it's a separate belt up here. I don't know what I'm looking at. That could be the water pump there. That could be the water pump there. I don't actually know which one it is. I don't think this is. I think that's coming off the crank. Timing belt is behind it. That belt there is the timing belt. So I don't know here really. I can run these numbers. I can run them numbers there and see if it comes back. That comes back as a water pump. But I wouldn't really know what to do with it. I can take the tension off, no issue there, and then see if what's behind it. I don't know. It's probably not a job for me. Could it be that there? And if it is that, how do I get it off? It looks like there's a little 10mm bolt in the middle to get the pulley off. And then if I got the pulley off, I can't see what would be holding it on. There's a big bolt up there. Do you know what I could do? Fire the engine and hear the rattle. I do want to run them numbers first. Let's do that. So I've just taken a screenshot for you. That's the aircon pump. That's an aircon pump. That leaves this here, which I could never get to anyway. Unless it's... How would I take the tension off that? No, I'm afraid this for me is wheel back on and let the pros do their thing, because also they're going to do the cam belt within that £600-700. They're going to do all the belts, including the cam belt and the water pump. That's it. You know what? I know my limits. I wanted to look just in case it was here and obvious. I wanted to look, but that's it. That's my limits. I can't do it. I can't get in there. I want to leave it to the pros. I'm very happy to pay. I got this car cheap enough, so I'm very happy to pay the few pounds to get it done. I'm also at some point going to buy 4 new tyres for it. A massive split in the rear tyre. Let me show you that, because it's shocking. I've never seen it before. It's like it's delaminated. You can actually, I don't want it to explode. I should take some air pressure out actually. But look, if I push it here, look, it's actually delaminated. So let me see if I can get some pressure down there. Yeah, so it's kind of, I mean, don't get me wrong, it would have had new tyres anyway at some point, and these aren't that old, but that's obviously a bad tyre, whatever's happened. And there's the tyre number, so there's no issues there. Do you know what? I think it was overinflated actually, because it looks still really plump, and I've been letting air out now for 30 seconds. But yeah, that's pretty bad. That when I saw that earlier, I was like, wow. There is a spare in here. It's under the passenger seat. That's enough. I'll let a tiny bit more out, and then we'll leave it alone. At least we know what we're looking at there. When I eventually get this car back with its kind of roadworthiness, I'll then be underneath doing underseals and everything else. Right, I want to put the wheel back on so that it's rolling. And then I've got half an hour. I might start piecing together the Chinese bike. I might throw the exhaust on at least, because then I should be able to fire that up.